What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Gevurah, entitled Hallelujah. This is released on Profound Lore Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very dark, spiritual, orthodox style of black metal. Yeah. My first introduction to this band was their 2013 EP entitled Neshishirian. I don't know about you, but something about that EP really made me appreciate what type of style of black metal this band brought. From their lyrics, to their visual styles, to their approach, just an overall intelligent presentation and sound when it came to black metal. And listening to this EP only made me discover their 2011 demo. You could tell with that demo that this band had something very special going for it. And over time, this band has been slowly but surely crafting themselves as a band to represent the Canadian black metal movement. Not too long ago, this band recently set foot into the waters of playing live shows, and they have been getting a lot of good reception so far. They even put out a release in 2015 called Dialogue of Broken Stars. Some seriously incredible stuff, and an idea of what was going to be coming next from this band. And now we have the proper debut full-length from Gevurah entitled Hallelujah. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 64 minutes in length, and you can tell by the album length and by how things are structured on this release that this is an album that really was methodically, carefully crafted. Everything took its time to get the point across. And once you listen to this album, you'll begin to realize why a band like Gevurah is very vital to the black metal world. Vital because of their musical stylings, vital because of their approach to creativity. It's just such an amazing album to listen to, and I really think something like this exceeded my expectations. I was coming into this album expecting something good, but listening to this album over and over again, it gave me something great, something majestic, something monumental, and it is just so damn brilliant to listen to. I mean, there's a lot of really awesome black metal that has come out of in 2016 thus far, but this right here is weaving its way into the very top of that black metal food chain for me. These guys know exactly what they're doing when it comes to making music. It's only just 2 people for the recording, but what these 2 people bring with every single song that's on this release is just something so marvelous, so brilliant, so hardworking. You can tell that these guys are very passionate about their style of black metal, and they really do mean business. I mean, you hear it on tracks like the Fire Dwelling Within and Cosmic Putrefaction. This is a musical sort of tour de force going on here with this album. I really love this band's attention to detail when it comes to the music, especially the guitar playing. There is some seriously wonderful things being done here with these guitars. The aggressiveness, the speed, the riffs, the power, the glory. There's just a lot of great things to be heard with these guitar riffs, especially towards the second half of this record. There's a very potent 1-2 punch at the very tail end of this album. It pretty much takes up the good 20% of this record, and I'm talking about Dies Irae, Lacrimosa, and the title track, which is spelled out in Hebrew for this record. It took me a while to figure out that was what that title said, but it's really the name of this album, Hallelujah. These 2 very lengthy songs showcase the gamesmanship and just accuracy a band like this has for crafting their music. And I believe that you get some of the very best moments of this band's musicianship with those last 2 closing tracks. I mean, the guitar playing is just so smooth and well balanced. It really sounds wonderful. There's an equal amount of aggression when it comes to the bass tones, very clear and audible. This is a very well produced and well mixed record, very suitable for this band's approach and style to black metal. It just sounds so wonderful here. Very good bass tones, very clean, very smooth, very audible. It serves its purpose well, but more likely than anything, this is an album that lets the riffs do the main majority of the talking here. And I think these guitar riffs sound wonderful, especially going to some of the more middle tracks like Temple Without Form. You just get some really brilliant guitar playing going on with those tracks, and then the instrumental moment of this record, Lifting the Veils of Dot. Even track 3, which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce because I'm pretty sure I may butcher it, which I apologize for. But yeah, every single track that's on this record has a moment, has a meaning, has a purpose, and the riffs and sounds just let everything speak well for it. The drumming is very much near immaculate all the way throughout this record. It is, like the riffs on this record, very venomous, very aggressive, very fast. The blasting, the syncopations, the rhythms, just a lot of great drumming to be heard throughout this record. Once again, going back to the 2 lengthy tracks of this record, the 1-2 punch being tracks 6 and 7. The drumming and stamina and dedication to those songs, it's just so wonderful. I love how this drummer handles himself. I mean, it's just a joy to hear him do the drumming style that he does here, and do so in a very brilliant sort of format here. The slow mid-paced moments sound great. The faster aggressive moments sound even crazier. I just love this approach, and I feel that that's what they were building upon the last major release from this band, probably the Necessarian EP. I mean, the 2015 release seems to be a little bit of a companion piece right in between the middle of these 2 releases. But just hearing the progression from then to now is just marvelous. And I love what this drum performance does here. And the vocals are something to behold as well. I love this vocal approach. I love the vocal style. I love the tormented sort of ideas being presented by the singer. Just some really awesome vocal stylings. Very pained, very angry, very there's a small touch of reverb to be heard here and there, but the way this vocalist does his thing, it's just wonderful to listen to. And the one thing that I enjoy the most about this band is not just, I mean, I love the vocals, I love the music, I love the structuring, I love all that stuff, but one thing that really sets Gevurah apart a lot from other black metal bands is their approach to the lyrical content. That almost orthodox sort of Satanist sort of approach going for it. I mean, it's not talking about Satanism for the talking about just for the sake of talking about it. There's structure, there's balance, there's intelligence being presented with these lyrics, and I love what they do here, how they talk about things. I mean, the lyrics can be a little bit on the more torturous sort of sides. I mean, they delve into very serious, very hot button sort of topics here with some of these lyrics, but I think they handle them in such a graceful, brilliant sort of manner here. I love this band's style to their lyrics and how they go about things. I mean, it's intelligent, very smart, and I love that the most about a release like Hallelujah is how wonderful this lyrical content can be. Going back to the final track of this record, the title track, which pretty much has a great 12-minute run, and then it goes into this almost canonical sort of choir singing, which adds a bit of subtlety and a little bit of chills. It gives you the chills listening to something like this, and then it heads straight back into the black metal mastery that this band brings here to that final track. It's just something so incredibly brilliant. I mean, epic seems to be a word that either gets used right or used wrong, but I have to say that the final track of this album is just seriously epic stuff, and I love what they do here for the final track of this record, the title track. So overall, this is a debut album that exceeded my expectations. Like I said, I expected this album to be good, but I didn't really think it was going to be great. This is a fucking great debut album, and if you are a fan of this band's previous works, you're going to find something wonderful and joyous to find with Hallelujah. You will be literally singing the praises of a release like this. Every track has something to behold, a story to dive deep into, something that will just make you open your eyes and realize something magical is happening. It's black magic, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link in the description box so you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Profound Lore Recorfd Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally, stream it, and it is also available currently as a CD. There will be a vinyl version soon to come, so keep an eye and ear out for Profound Lore Recorfd to know about when all of that is going to happen. This will be very much worth owning in either sort of format. So, again, the album is Hallelujah by Gevurah. This is released on Profound Lore Recorfd. Go check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 9.5 out of 10. This is top 5 material right here for me. Definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And this is something I will be listening to for many, many more years to come. So, this is Canadian black metal at its finest. I mean, probably joining the new Sorcier de Glace record for probably one of the best Canadian black metal releases to come out this year. There's probably a couple of more others that I'm thinking of, maybe the new Fortress 2. I'll talk about that at a better time, but for now, Gevurah, top of the heap for me for Canadian black metal. So, I'm going to conclude this review. If you happen to have heard this album, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Are any of you guys into Gevurah? Have any of you heard their previous material? Let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.